Holy. Holy. I'm gonna make this video about manual and automatic. Fuck, it's the metaphysics behind it type of thing. Look at the word God. God means to invoke on the source or call on. But what is the source? The source is the Genesis. It's the beginning of life. So-called beginning. It's the creator of everything. Source. Genesis, source, no. In the beginning of the Bible, Genesis. Holy. So, Eli means the source in Arabic. Why do you think they came up with that movie, The Book of Eli? No? So, there's the manual as the God. And there's the automatic as in Eli. Holy. So we're gods. The gods are the co-creators. And Eli is the primary creator. That's fucking holy. Like, the primary creator is automatically creating, but we have to create on a manual sense. We're not automatic. So the metaphysics behind this, or the spirituality behind this, right, is manual is self-responsibility type of thing. Eli doesn't have a self-responsibility. He just is. There's no responsibility in void. Holy. So, we have to have self-responsibility to look within and activate our 13 chakras type of thing. And to destroy the negativity and replace it with positive and start thinking magical thoughts type of thing. Holy. So, this manual and automatic thing, right? If you, like, have clarity of it, then you realize that rhythm, not automatic rhythm, because automatic rhythm is like, automatic. But like, rhythm, as in responsibility, for an example, like playing the piano to make music, or singing right now, like you have to sing, or rap. No? Like all this responsibility, or moving. I'm moving as a co-creator, I'm creating within this heaven 3D. Heaven means the skies, the heaven 3D, that makes 3D objects possible to be here, or move, and they could be any shape here. Then when you have clarity in this, you realize that chi energy, when you're getting your chi energy, you get your chi energy not by expecting for energy. That's automatic type of thing. That's Eli. That's when you get back to source. But right now, we're co-creators. So we have self-responsibility to create our chi energy. You have to create it. You don't expect it to be there. You create your energy. That's the magic type of thing. You create your power. Everything. You create self-worth. You create pleasure. You create power. You create love. Even if there's already love, we already have love and stuff, right? But you create like the energy and make it grow type of thing. And you create truth. No? And I'm not talking about like facts, like universal truth. That's automatic from Eli. I'm talking about personal truth. You create it. You create personal truth. Holy. But as a co-creator, personal truth is like creating your reality. No? You create who you are. That's personal truth. You create. You create it. That's why mystery means my story. While history means his stories type of thing. So you have to be in the mystery, my story, and create. And you create. What's that other one? With despair? Faith type of thing. Creative faith. And you create clarity. No? You have to create it. And you create understanding. And you create insight and perception type of thing. And create grace. No? And create paranormal. And 13 singularity. All this already exists behind life. But as co-creators, we have to create it. No? When you're a co-creator, that's when you're like a true being type of thing. Holy, like you're a being. No? That's life force. That's your real type of thing. But all these negative people who don't create shit are like faggots. And they have no life force to take their thoughts and emotions type of thing. All they do is lay on the couch and watch TV type of thing. And I like to say a true man does what I'm doing, but it's not about being a man. It's about being. You have to be source in consciousness. There is no man. Man means logical thinking type of thing. That's what a man is, like logical thinking, left-brained. If you look up the word man, like deeper, fuck it. And then people will say that if creativity, right, is infinite, while DNA controls emotions and physical reality, then that means that you could do anything you want. But people, that idea, like they think that it's easy. Like it's the easy way of life, that you can do anything you want. That's not true. Because you're a co-creator, you have to create it. That's what makes you a true being. But people who don't create it are nothing. Fucking holy. You have to create it. And then you can get automatic when you work for it type of thing. Because we're in hell, in the underworld. Holy. Now, I'll give you an example, though, of creating. Like, when you meditate, right, as a celestial robot, you meditate, right? And when you're breathing, you create your breathing. Create it. No? But understand it. Don't think about it. Just flow. No? It will turn automatic the more higher your vibration is. But right now you're low, so you need to be manual and create. Holy. Like, you know how we're in this space, right? And you know how in Kung Fu, like, you have to create the fighting, right? You can make it automatical when you first master the manual type of thing. Like, you know how when people throw a fight, right? And they do that punch thing, right? Isn't that in Heaven 3D? the possibilities of what my body can do? while you have to create your chi energy and your energy, your energetical body and your emotions and stuff. You have to create. No? So within this space, you create. This is a little example. I don't want to get too crazy because there's not enough room and stuff. And this is just a video. But you go with the... You see that? No? You see? In the space. You create it through the whole thing. On a mental state. Holy, you have to create the speed. Create it within the space. Make it grow. But when you waste out of energy of creating, then you meditate. Because your meditation is like a battery. It charges your energy up again, and then you can start creating again. And then once you lose chi, energy and stuff, then you go back to meditation. No? But you still have that potential. So it goes, or the snake. Let's do the snake with the, no? Or you can tell it, see, you create your moves. You don't even have to go to karate class. Like you go and turn it into a fist. Or if they try to grab it, then you go, no? Or, oh. No? Holy. Spirit means breath. You create your breath. With chi energy, and you keep creating it. I'm creating my movement. Holy. That's what you do. You create type of thing. You create music, right? It's not automatic. You create it. And you can create all your chakras stuff. Look. You can create self-worth like in the space. No? Instead of being scared, you just... Holy. Or you create pleasure. No? There's no such thing as pretending. What do you mean pretend if everything's real? You create pleasure. No? Instead of guilt, you create pleasure. You have to create everything. You create power. You create love. No? You create truth. Within this space. And create faith. Just keep going. Create a faith. Keep. Create clarity. No? You don't create clarity? Try to have clarity of the illusions. You have to create it with your imagination and everything and the whole thing that's in your head. And create how you go into different thoughts. And the more you create that, the more openings it gets. Then the space gets bigger. You're not attached and clogged. Like you're expanding. Because consciousness expands. You have to expand like a star. Like a solar being. We're stars, we expand type of thing. Like our aura comes out. And you have clarity of your thinking. You're not like those little low conscious negative people. Like on the street. You know those type of things? When they have no love. And like all they do is cry all day. Because grief is the opposite of love. So they cry like little bitches. Like they can't handle life. So like, you go, and you understand your thinking, no? Then you create your understanding too. That too. You create your understanding. And like, you create insight and perception. You could shift your perspective and shift your perception. I could shift my perspective of life on a scientific sense. And then I can shift my perspective and give it a spiritual sense. Then I can shift my perspective and give it a metaphysical sense. Then I can shift my perspective and give it a geometrical sense. Holy. See? Perception. Instead of judging though. You don't judge it. You just experience your perception and perceive. Holy. Then you can do paranormal. No? Be paranormal. Then you can do 13 singularity type of thing. No? Oh, and I skipped the chakra. The obsidian chakra. You can have grace. Create your grace. You create your paranormal and your 13 singularity. No? Create grace, not consistence. Don't create a time mentality and you have to be consistent with something. That's for faggots. Because they try to prepare. Like, there's something big gonna happen. Like, they're scared. Like, they're scared of, like, everything. That's so stupid. Just have grace, and that's it. Grace is not religious. It's not a religious saying. Grace is just not being a faggot. Because, like, faggots, like, are always consistent. Grace is just... What? Like, just like if I was making music, I'm not trying to be consistent with it because I like making music. So it's like nothing to me. It's not like I'm waiting for it to stop. But when people go around society, right? Then they're like, I can't wait for it to stop. I have a lot of anxiety. Or, I can't wait. I feel too sorrow. I'm scared of their ego. Like, they scare me. Like, tell them to stop looking at me. Like, tell them stop. I can't have eye contact with them. I'm too much of a pussy. I'm very negative. I'm suffering. Holy. When you could just create power right now in the space and do what you want to do. No? You can create it. Manually though. Create manually. Don't you see a celestial robot and my head's turning? I could create the energy inside too and walk around. No? Without stopping with consistency, with grace though. But I still keep it moving. Without the consistency. I keep it moving. I catch up with the universe. I don't wait for nobody. I just keep going. Without even thinking about bullshit. I just move my robot and create everything. As I walk through society. And if anything ever scared me, which it doesn't, I'd walk around and then create the self-worth and they'll be gone. They'll like perish off my chakra. Holy. Holy, that's pretty sick. So that's what you do. You go meditate. Have clarity on this. And create your reality. Without caring what people think. Or having to stick on a certain image. That's so stupid. Like, when you have an image, then they can, like, expose it. When you do something wrong about it. They'll be like, I thought you were that. But to me, who said? Who said I was something? I'm not in a certain image. I just walk around with power and that's it. I walk around as a solar being. 13 love. Remember this. Fuckers.